So this is a video that I've wanted to make for a long time. It's going to be about cryptocurrency content on YouTube, and it's going to be split into 3 different sections. Value, good cryptocurrency YouTubers, and of course, bad cryptocurrency YouTubers. But before we get into that, to start off, YouTube is an amazing resource. You know, when you have a problem with your TV or your car, basically anything, people go to YouTube very often, find a 3 to 10 minute video that explains to them the problem that they need solved. And as well, in terms of entertainment, when people want to watch something, when people want to be entertained, YouTube and the internet is the place to go, not so much TV at all anymore. I think the internet and online platforms such as YouTube are going to continue to grow and replace other things. So before we get into segment 1, let's jump back to the beginning of 2017. Kind of when cryptocurrency started gaining a lot of traction and a lot of people started to hear about it for the first time. I'm sure you did something similar to what I did. One of the first things I did was go onto YouTube and search cryptocurrency. And this was back in, I think, maybe June or July of 2017. I started watching Data Dash, somebody else that I am not sure if you guys are familiar of, Amir Rosich. I thought Data Dash gave a really good, nice mix of news with simple TA on a lot of basic cryptos. And Amir gave a lot of really easy to digest information on the technology and how to get started in the space. So towards the end of 2017, actually, on YouTube, I noticed nobody was really making Litecoin specific content. And it's a coin that I really liked. And I was curious why nobody's really talking about Litecoin in particular. There was definitely no daily content on Litecoin, and there was no weekly content on Litecoin. It was not really a crypto that was covered very often. In fact, I couldn't really find that many videos about it. So towards the last week of December 2017, I started making cryptocurrency videos on YouTube, in particular Litecoin. So the Litecoin videos did the best. I attribute that to the very high demand and the lack of supply of Litecoin content. I really liked Litecoin, and that's why I wanted to talk about it, and that's why I was a little frustrated nobody else was talking about it. And so again, I took it upon myself to make videos about it. And the videos ended up doing really well. Back then, each video was getting like 10, 15, 20,000 views in about a day or two. And this is coming from a channel that had no subscribers. And within 2 weeks, a bunch of Litecoin channels started popping up. In particular at the time, something that frustrated me actually was there was this one channel that doesn't even make videos anymore, I don't think, but for about 2 weeks straight, they copied essentially every single title of every video that I posted. And their videos obviously were being recommended along with mine because they were covering the same topic and obviously naming the videos very similar. So that person was basically just talking about what I was talking about every day for about 2 weeks. It didn't last very long. But there were a bunch of other channels that started talking about Litecoin within 2 weeks of starting that. And I just want to preface this video with that to kind of give you an idea of my history with YouTube, my history with Litecoin content. And at this point, there are really a ton of different Litecoin YouTube accounts doing TA, some doing news, some doing both, some I even enjoy. But that's not the problem. So let's start with the first concern that I have. So the reason I brought up a bunch of different styles of content not related to crypto at the beginning of this video was to highlight a key point. Crypto is new, and as such, the content that people create about cryptocurrency is new as well. And there are plenty of people, actually the most successful people in the cryptocurrency space, in terms of YouTube, are people that post videos every single day. And again, that has a lot to do with the YouTube algorithm, but I want to go into more detail. With nothing but a chart behind you, and essentially repeating the same technical analysis, the same information every single day. I mean, really, that's enough to do a daily upload. It's enough to be successful on YouTube doing crypto content. You know, the audience comes and goes. Some people will get bored with that type of content, but it's very quickly replaced by new people, if you're uploading every day. And really, before I go any further, I did this. I 100% participated in this. I was one of those people posting videos like that. However, really around the summer of 2018, I started to feel weird about it and I couldn't really keep doing it. And I'll get into the reasons a little bit. I felt like I wasn't adding a lot of value. I felt guilty for making such bad content. And I also kind of felt guilty that I was profiting from the ads that played on my videos that I posted every single day. My videos got worse, I was losing interest in it, and I really just couldn't keep doing it. Also, before I go on, I want to add that I 100% still think cryptocurrency is going to be huge. I still am investing in it. I'm still invested in it. It has nothing to do with that. It's more just about YouTube and my experience making videos about crypto content and my opinion on crypto content now. So really not everybody had the same realization or agrees with what I'm saying that currently makes videos. Many people are happy enough to produce very low effort content on YouTube, and they produce it every single day, and they do profit from it. And some of them even admit that they do that, which I think is better, I guess, because you're not really hiding anything. it doesn't make the low effort content good, but I guess at least if you're owning up to the fact that, a large part of why you do it every single day is to make profit, grow your channel, grow your subscribers, grow everything so you can sell more merch, get more ad revenue, all of that. At least if you're admitting that, or maybe letting your audience know, like at least once a week on a live stream, on a video or whatever, I think that's cool, being honest at least. But one of the reasons that they can produce such low effort content, and again, I did experience this and I gained some subscribers because of it, is that there's a need for crypto content. It's still lacking. So people that produce low effort content every day are still doing well. They're getting subs, they're getting donations, they're getting ad revenue. They're doing so because there's still a huge demand for crypto content. And the space is so new that there isn't a lot of really good content to replace all of the bad content. To be honest, 99% of crypto content is not very good. There's a need for crypto content in the space, and that brings me to my second point. So I can't talk about the bad without talking about the good. There are some phenomenal cryptocurrency channels on YouTube. So I particularly like Crypto Daily, and I think that's unanimous for most people. As far as high caliber content on YouTube, he kind of does stand alone, and that's my opinion, but I don't want to overlook a lot of creators. But in terms of sheer entertainment value, uniqueness, enjoyability, I do think that Crypto Daily sets the bar pretty high, and I don't think many people, if really any, come close to it. Something that's kind of funny to note as well is that Crypto Daily is regarded essentially by everybody in the space as one of the most likable and enjoyable content creators. Some reasons for that, I think his content, it's very well edited, and it's very edited in general. He puts a lot of time and resources and thought into each and every upload. Hours and hours go into editing alone, and I would know about the editing. I'm actually estimating that this video will take about 3 to 6 hours to fully edit. Based with other content that I've made. This is probably the longest that I've made, as well as the most detailed. And I'll actually leave some text right here telling you actually how long it did take me to edit it in post-production, so you can see for yourself. But yeah, along with editing, his humor and personality are a huge plus. I think that helps a lot. He does not take himself too seriously, which I like a lot. And if you watch his technical analysis segments, I think you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. They're very funny, and they're not really TA, but I think his TA is probably more valuable than a lot of the other TA on YouTube, which is ironic. But he also covers the news, and he has his own well thought out opinions on the news as well. And so pretty much everything, I think he encompasses a lot, and I think that's why his channel is so successful. Now this leads me to my third segment, and I apologize in advance. Oh boy. So as I mentioned earlier in this video, there are plenty of YouTube content creators, crypto content creators, that can pump out 5 to 15 videos per week. Some even more than that. Usually about charts, because you can milk the heck out of charts, and also add in some news. Live streams as well offer longer opportunities for content creators to engage without having to put as much effort in. But I would argue that live streams sometimes are even more valuable though than regular videos, because they have a lot of community input. They have a lot of, the chat. They have a lot of people talking in the chat, and when people interact with the chat, and when the content creator reacts with the chat, I think that is a nice plus that you don't get with videos. So those sometimes are higher tier, I think, than regular videos. There's a motivation behind a creator doing that. Obviously, you can get a lot of money, donations, and everything like that. Again, I don't really see a necessarily huge problem with live streams, but I'm more so talking about actual uploads. And I think that overanalyzing charts daily is just not useful. Because, again, to thrive on YouTube, you need to be posting a lot. You need to be posting daily. It helps your channel. You get recommended more. It helps with everything if you're active on the site. And I think many algorithms for many sites besides YouTube essentially are very similar to that. The more you engage, the more that you post, the more successful you will be. And again, that doesn't leave a lot of room for quality. It's quantity over quality, unfortunately. When you boil it down, again, a lot of the times quality will succeed, but quantity is definitely more important on YouTube than quality. And I think if there's any type of video, cryptocurrency videos probably fall the biggest victim to this. So this is something that the creators on YouTube, the people who make the videos, definitely know, but the audiences might not know, is that really the aim of doing a video every single day is to keep your channel engagement up, to keep your numbers growing, to bring in more revenue, obviously, and it's really done out of self-interest. So it's very, so it really is troubling to me when I see people saying things like, they should be proud of themselves for posting every day, stuff like that. Really, it's all based on self-interest, and a lot of people are manipulated by those people into thinking that there's really another reason why they do it. And the people that successfully do that are pretty good at manipulating, are pretty good at making people think they're honest and trustworthy and stuff like that. They'll say, our channel, Although if it's our channel, not everybody is getting the same money that the person who actually owns the channel is getting. In fact, nobody is, unless you do giveaways, which a lot of channels do giveaways, and they give back cryptocurrency to the community. However, there is a catch with that. If you do a giveaway, you get a lot of publicity. If you do it on Twitter, you get a lot of retweets. You'll gain a lot of followers. If you do it on YouTube, people will click on your video if they see that in the title. So the creator is definitely benefiting from giving away crypto or giving away other things as well. It's pretty obvious. It happens not just with crypto stuff, but across social media in general. Giveaways are huge. People gain a lot of subs because of it, because people want free stuff. There's a 99% chance that you're not going to be the one to win the giveaway, but it's important because the creator does it. They look like a good guy because they get to give away free stuff. However, it does benefit them 100%. Otherwise, they wouldn't be doing it. And it's easy to deflect self-interest as well, because you could say, oh, well, I give back to my community, which is true. But at the same time, it is based on self-interest, and you do benefit in the long run. It's like investing in yourself in the short term so you can grow more in the long term. Because the more people that follow you because you're doing a giveaway means more people most likely interacting in your live streams, more people watching your videos, more ad revenue, more chance for donations, everything, right? It all benefits the creator and the person doing the giveaway. Now, if the creator can manipulate you into thinking that they are honest, hardworking, and trustworthy, they can spin any idea that they have that will make them money into thinking they're doing it, out of not self-interest, out of the benefit to you. And that's probably the most dangerous thing. Unfortunately, humans psychologically fall prey to that very often. Humans in general want to believe that people are good-hearted, kind-hearted, and everything. And, if somebody has a nice smile, they talk very nicely, and they can charm you into certain things, then they will benefit immensely monetarily. And they can do it all while making you think that they're not in it for the money. It's quite a paradox, I think it's really a weird paradox psychologically. But people that can manipulate you well definitely end up succeeding most of the time. But I guess basically my point is that this is a problem because this type of content usually ends up at the top of suggestions, because that's how the algorithm works. They're playing this algorithm on purpose so that they succeed, but this content usually is not quite the best. With that being said, I still think a lot of inherently valuable content does get recognition, but especially in the cryptocurrency space, a lot of low-effort bad content gets views, gets playbacks, gets money, gets ad revenue, and I don't think they deserve it. And so really, to tie everything together, the end of Bitcoin YouTube content, the reason I titled that is because I really do think 99% of the content that we see is going to either change or go away. Because 99% of the content here on YouTube is exactly what I just described. Low effort, boring chart, 10, 15 minutes every single day, that's it. And I think it will be replaced by better content, hopefully. And we're already seeing it kind of. Even though we're in a bear market, I think that might be helping. Certain people are getting more recognition because their content is just better. And I do think eventually it will lead to the death of bad content on YouTube regarding cryptocurrency. And I do think eventually it will lead to the death of bad cryptocurrency content, because there is plenty of it.